Well, what do we got now? And Civivi, aren't they good? Civivi. I like Civivi, I really do. This is the Riffle brown micarta handle. 14C28N. That's what I thought was interesting because the Keen Natter, which just came out a little while ago, it had Bowler N690. And then when I posted that, there's some people going, yeah, I'm not a big fan of Bowler N690. Well, okay, how about 14C28N? I like this kind of steel. It's a good user steel. Shouldn't be difficult to maintain. And this is an interesting design. I got this. I don't get every Civivi knife because there's some of them don't really appeal to me. Let me grab a piece of paper, see if we can do anything with this. Okay. Turned around, upside down, whatever. Okay. Yeah, that's very slicey. It's got a nice, tall, flat grind on it, stonewash finish. Edge looks good. Lockup is pretty solid at, wow, that's 40%, isn't it? Just about. Cut it loose. It's not difficult to disengage. It's got, this jimping along here. And you can see they did a little cutaway in here, So get your finger in there. Let the flipper tab hit you on the thumb. And you're done. And here it comes, right? Now, cut out in the hole. Bingo, yes. Not super tough detent. But, woo, yeah, I just tried to do that, and no, I couldn't throw it out this way. Now, the blade's pretty light. So, yeah, it holds pretty well, and that's pretty unique. Usually I can throw them out. I'm trying to fail it, and guess what? No, I'm not failing it. So, this is nice. You can always put a little bit, well, after a while, this will darken down if you don't like that whitish kind of weathered look and you want it to look more like this or even darker. You can put a little bit of food grade mineral oil on there. It'll darken it down. Or just over time, your own oils off from your hand will do that. But no, this is a no-fail flip, so that's pretty crazy. Let's get a weight on it because it feels light in the hand. Yet it's a regular size EDC knife, everyday carry. 3.38 ounces at 95, almost 96 grams. And let me put the tape to it. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, 3.5. Okay, 3.5. 8 inches overall. 20 centimeters. So about 90 millimeter blade length. That's all good. Let's see what this is. 3 millimeters, I'm going to guess. Right on. 3 millimeters at 0.11. And a 0.47 of an inch on the handle at 12 millimeters. So this is really a lot like, come here, Spidey. Like this one. 3.5 inch blade. This is 8.25 overall. This is 8. Otherwise, the weight is a little less on this one than this. This is 3.8 ounces, but this is like a 0.46 thickness. So the thickness is about the exact same. Blade thickness is more on this than it is here. This is more like 3.6 millimeter as opposed to 3 millimeter. Other than that, they're very similar, and really as far as utilitarian, piercing, slicing, very good. Only, this is not a compression lock like the Spyderco knife. This is really fidgety. And it's quick enough over the detamp ball to where if you just that far, you're over it. So you're done. See? It doesn't hang up somewhere out there. So yeah, and you can roll it open with your thumb. You can middle finger flick it. And it's jimped on top and here. But take a look at the flipper tab. That's pretty minimal, isn't it? It's not a real big, tall, crazy tab. And it's jimped here on the blade. So you want to move forward like this, you can do that. You really don't have a go forward here, but you do have a little choil in here. So that kind of keeps your sharpening stone from hitting things beyond the edge here. But 14C 28N. Okay, so hey, you're good. You're in the stainless zone. This is not D2. I'm pretty happy with that. Take a look at the overall design. Okay, and the blade comes all the way to the end. That's good. And the design flows. I mean, it goes here. It goes here. It flows in. There's no real breaks or ugly parts showing. And fit and finish is good on these knives. They're not that expensive. They're rocking $55. And they have a bunch of different options you can get with these as well. So you can get this dark green, you can get this olive green, you can get the one like I got, because I kind of like that. But, what they had this, this is more expensive because it's got a Damascus blade and carbon fiber look. Sandalwood with Damascus, it's just really cool. But the actual one I got is this. So 55 smackers and then 10% discount when you use LTK as your discount code. So $5.50 off, which means it's what, $49.50, and they don't charge shipping, so you pay $49.50. Here's their little spiel on it. Okay, so I'm all for it. Let me see here. Take a look at this part too. Neutral, right? This should be good on the ergos, and it is. You settle right in there. Reverse grip is good too. And you know what? It just feels light, very easy to handle, very fidget friendly. Where's my balance point? I noticed that it was bouncing on my finger there. Yeah, there's my balance point. And are you a left-handed person? So you've got deep carry, and you don't have the pop-up screws. We're some crazy person with that. Okay, so take a look at this. You've got the screws here that stand up, and they get in that space that goes over your lip. But here, they're flat. So that's a good thing. And right or left, and obviously they've skeletonized the scales, which we're going to take this apart regardless, and we'll take a look inside. So right hand, left hand, they have a backspacer, and they have this pin. They cut this part of the backspacer away, right? So they could set a lanyard pin in there. So you can run a lanyard on it if you want. I think they hit a lot of boxes here, right? Nice design, lightweight, utilitarian blade. I would say that where some people are not gonna like this is they don't like cutouts on the blades. Some people just do not like cutaways on the blades like that. I'm good with that because mostly the material that I cut is not some kind of heavy, mushy, stuff that will, fill in here and then you can't cut through it. It's usually just cardboard or tape or string or stuff like that. So they're solid things that are not good. This is not going to really affect my ability to cut. So this is good for me. And, it adds to the fidget factor, obviously, like that. So, this is just really a really convenient, easy to grab and go. You don't have a lot of money in it. I think Civivi done hit it again. I like the Natter, okay? But I think I'm liking this one a little bit better just because of the blade shape. Didn't the Natter have a little bit of a multi-grind? And yeah, I've got it in a drawer. Now I'm trying to think about it. I could have pulled it out of my damn drawer. But very nice. Very nice. And lots of different options with the micarta and stuff. Okay, let me see. Is that a number 8? It better be a number 8. Is it my Weehaw? It's my Weehaw hardened steel, German hardened steel, KC Tools. KC Tools. Just get the bits. Don't get the full driver. Because then when this gives up, you got to throw the full driver away. Just get the bit sets. They cost almost nothing. And then you can, just get you another bit. Stick it on there. You can get a whole bunch of bits, That's Wera. Wera and Weehaw. Wera has got those plus sizes, so you can get the Torx Plus, and it runs a little bit bigger and fills out if you're getting a little bit of slop in there. So think about that. These should be number 8s, and they are, except, of course, the pocket clip ain't going to be. No. Okay, so we got to pop it here because there ain't no way getting in there. But, you've got that little deal underneath that pivot cap up front that keeps this in place so you can turn it, and the whole pivot's not going to turn. So that's a good thing. It's a real good thing. And we're going to take this one off, but I think we're going to have to get in that pocket clip to pull this, right? Because did I not get you all the way out? Really? Seriously? I thought I had you convinced. I know you let go. Okay, so number 6 over here. That second screw on that pocket clip can't be attached to anything, but it's got to be attached to that, right? Is that it? Is that going to be good enough? Okay, yeah, it was enough, because I figured that second pocket clip in there, that's not attached to anything except, well, the liner. So if you want to separate the scale from the liner, then you got to do that. And then you can break both of them away, etc., etc. There's for your lanyard, by the way. I'm just going to be lazy. It looks clean, isn't it? So I'm keeping this together because I could have pushed this one completely out. It should have locked. There you go. Let go. But yeah, I still got that one screw hanging in there. But there's your travel for your blade stop, which is a part of the deal here. Okay, it's part of the blade right there. And then, of course, your detent track to the detent hole. Looks clean, looks good, and that must be where they put 14C28 in. They're really, really, I had my eyes done too. I've got new lenses in both of my eyes because of cataract surgery, and that still ain't easy to see. That's still not that easy to see. Okay, so, and ceramic bearings. It's all good and fine, and man, this is really clean. Now, pull this out, and underneath here somewhere is the little bump. See the bump right there? Now that bump goes into this little divot, and that's what, first of all, centers this logo. So it ain't down yet. And all of a sudden there it goes, set down on there. And that also keeps it from turning, so that's a good thing, right? Now, what can I do to screw things up? Let me see if I can put some KPL on this thing, because I'm not going to clean or purge anything. There ain't nothing there to purge or clean, really, as far as I'm concerned. And it was dropping great to begin with, so I'm going to throw it back together. But just thought I'd look inside, and it is not rocket science there, my friends, at all. See what I'm saying? And, to service the knife and clean the bearings, you don't need to really take much of the rest of this apart. But you can see how this is all skeletonized through here, even on the lock bar side. Okay? Lock cut away there, and no wonder it's so lightweight. Throw this together again. Snap, snap. I think we're good. And put this little dog back in. Oh, I got a ratcheting little driver there, and it's more bother than it's worth having, to tell you the truth. And we got this. Come here, buddy. I'm gonna put this pocket clip screw, set it back down in here, and get you. Are you gonna be settled? Oh, yeah, you are. Okay, good. Thought you were gonna misbehave there, but he didn't. And number 8s. And so you think about a lot of these budget knives, and they've got number 6 screws on the body, and you go, really, you don't have to change much to go to a number 8 on the body. And that way, I mean, the flutes are deeper here. They're less likely to get ripped up and shredded. And all these, see how rounded they get? Because they don't have that kind of depth, and you don't have that kind of good solid contact you do on a number 8. So really, it's so nice if they go to a number 8s. Plus, you only need 1 Torx. Well, other than the pocket clip. So that's it. That's nice. Now, where do we get on this? Well, we're centered. Did I over tighten it? Well, it's definitely not no blade play. So how's the action? Is it a little tighter than it was? It's a little tighter than it was. Okay. I'm just like micro turn. Okay. There's nothing wrong with that right there. Oh, by the way, if you're going to buy one of these knives, you might want to look inside. Where did I open this at? I always open just one end, not the other. It comes in a zipper pouch. So you go, hold on, whoa. What, $55.50, so minus discount $49.50, and I still get a zipper pouch? That ain't too shabby. And hey, where's all the crazy graphics? All of a sudden they got rid of the war eagle and the owl and everything else that was flying around on their stickers. But you get a microfiber cloth, and you get their little paperwork piece here that you can unfold or whatever. Maintenance. So that's cool. And nice, fleece inside here with stickers to let the world know that you're a Civivi freak. And then, of course, the knife goes into the plastic here, and you all good. Throw it in the box. The box is not that structural on its own, but, it's not as likely to get crushed with that, with the zipper pouch inside. So it's good protection for your knife, which didn't really cost you squat diddly. And, there's a lot of other knives out there that cost this and more that I would say no. And I think there's some manufacturers need to start waking up and looking at this kind of stuff coming on, because, well, I think personally, you can put your comment in there, you tell me, but I think this is tough to beat for the price. Just as far as a whole lot of good sensibility with the design, you're getting micarta options, you're getting a good, Sandvik steel here, and, ceramic bearings, a great drop, lightweight. Man, I don't know. It's looking pretty good. I like to keep up with Civivi. If I look at anything, what's new coming out, I check Civivi too, because I like what they're doing. I really do. Okay, get out of here. Oh, subscribe to my channel first, then get out of here and go back to doing what you were doing. And I do appreciate you hanging out, because we do love them knives. So you guys, stay sharp.